Namaste everyone. So today we are going to discuss future continuous. So what is future continuous? Why do we use in our regular usage of this particular tense? So future continuous means an action which continues at a particular time in the future. An action which continues at a particular time in the future is the future continuous time. So future action, it has to be mentioned and that should be continued in a particular time of the future. Such kind of actions will be considered as future continuous. So what will be the structure for the future continuous? So subject plus helping verb will or shall as it is the future, and continuous always indicated through the be form, and as it is a continuous form compulsory V4 form, or we can consider this as V1 plus ing form. V1 plus ing form plus object plus complementary. This is a general format of the future continuous. So in this word itself we have the meaning future continuous, the work which should continue in the future time. And as it is a continuous, compulsory the verb must be in the V4 form, and will or shall are indicating the future forms, and be form indicating the continuous tense. And when do we use will and when do we use shall? Already we know very well about this. If the subject is I or we, generally we use shall, and for other subjects, that means if the subject is first person, we use generally the shall, and for the rest of subjects, that means second or third person subjects, we use will, like you, they, he, she, it, or any other names generally considered as the will. And as we know already very well, of course you can use the shall with you also, but when you want to command, any superior or any elder, that means it is an order in the formal way. So this is the usage of the helping verbs will or shall. And here the sentence is given in the positive itself. So what would be the negative and interrogative? Generally, of course, we have a negative and interrogative structure also, but nowadays we are not using the negative and interrogative because already future indicates the probability action. Future indicates the probability action. So for that probability, if you wanted to speak something, you can speak directly in the simple future negative or interrogative. Especially, there is no need to specify in future continuous, perfect or perfect continuous. That's the reason we are not indicating any negative structure for the future continuous, negative and interrogative. So what will be the example here? They will be doing the work. And of course, negative you can write as they won't be doing the work. And will they be doing the work also you can write. But generally in place of that, nowadays we are using only the present tense or simple future. In place of the future continuous, generally we are using the present continuous or simple future, depends on the situation. That's the reason we are not using any negative and interrogative for this. And what will be the adverb of time word to identify the future continuous? What will be the adverb of time word to indicate the future continuous? That means here a simple structure is given here. Any future word plus time. Any future word plus time, if it is indicated, definitely that will be the future continuous action. Like tomorrow at this time. Next year at the same time. Next year at the same time. Here if you observe, tomorrow indicating the future word and at this time is indicating the time. As like that, a future word plus time. If you have both the words at a time, then that sentence should be in the future continuous tense. So this is about the future continuous. And of course, as I mentioned already, nowadays this continuous, perfect and perfect continuous of future we are not using majorly. Just in place of that we are using hardly present tense or simple future tense itself only. But here, sometimes there are certain be forms. What are the be forms or have forms to be used in the present or to indicate sometimes about the future also or past also. So what are the be forms in the sense here? Is, am, or was, were. These are the be forms. Is, am, or was, were. And as we know already, is, am are indicating the present be form, was, were indicating the past be form. And have forms are two types again, have and has, present form, had is the past form. And as we know very well that whenever these words are used along with verb, that is called as helping verb. But without support of main verb, if you use them as words, then these are called as the main verbs. So these main verbs only nothing but be forms or have forms. Because if you observe this sentence, they are good at studies. There is no any V4 form here. Generally, they are going to market, we should say. V4 should be added. But without V4, it is added only the or. That means here it is working as like the main verb. That's the reason, as it is a main verb and as it is indicating the present be form, we call this sentence as simple present. And same way, we have sufficient food. This is also working as like the main form or main verb, so that it is also one of the have forms. So this is also the simple present tense. Same way, he was a student. Was indicating the past action and there is no any other V4. That's the reason this is only the main verb, and in this main verb it is like a be form, so that it is a simple past tense. Same way, you had a great fun, also indicating the main verb, because there is no other helping main verb. So it is a have form, and as it is indicating the past form, we call it as a simple past. So this is about the be form and have form as well as the future continuous. So thank you for this day.